Hello, this is Flight 111. We are now arriving at Argyle International Airport.
Good morning to you once more. Today is Saturday, the 16th day of July 2016, and I'm back here with you at the Argyle International Airport site. I'm actually on the hillside looking down at the Stubbs Bay, as you can see down there. My favorite spot, the first area I come to take photograph from this angle, and I consider this my favorite spot. Where we are here is the roadway that leads to Warku coming in from the Stubbs Bay. And if you recall earlier up, when this asphalt, first set of asphalt work and they were putting on the slipper drain, there was a lip at the side of the slipper drain. I show you it and I question the fact, why is this like that? But after inquiring, I learned that there's going to be another layer of asphalt to bring it to the level of the concrete works. Now this was done yesterday, Friday the 15th, and now you're seeing the asphalting has now come flush with the slipper drain here. And this started from somewhere here at the bank side where I usually visit from, and going all the way down to just where we have the Ruby's pump station, just little above that area where it ended. So this is what we have taken place, as you can see down there where the road has gone to, down at that slope down there, the corner where it is. So this has been completed, and this is what it is here for the time being. Now I'm back here with you to the Saturday, the 16th day of July, and I'm here at the area where they fence around the control lights. Last week Saturday while I was here, I show you where they have put in all the poles, and the next stage would have been the fencing. As I was about to make my way out, I told you about a truck. I show you the truck that came in with the standby, with the portable generator, which they used to power the drill to put in the clips that secure the fence, the mesh on the pole. Now, during the week, Wednesday, when I passed here, I didn't take any video, but I actually took pictures of the actual work on the fencing, and there were just about 4 or so of the meshes to put up. But now to this Saturday, the 16th of July that I have returned, you are seeing all the fencing meshes are in place, and from now on, anyone wanting to enter here will have to go through the gate, and I guess what they will do eventually is to lock the gate to secure this area. Right here is where they are doing some concrete works to make some drain to allow the water to flow. The roadway is just above, north of this fencing area, and the water from the roadway runs down in this area. So to prevent the erosion of this area, they are now putting in some concrete here to have the water run on the concrete. As you can see, because of the water running down here, we already start to have erosion here, and this happens in this area because the water is running here. So now they're going to correct this problem, and eventually we'll have the water running down and flowing off on the side. Now what they're going to do on the inside, I'm not quite sure. Is either they're going to grass it, and from time to time they will have to have access to the lights, and I believe that the vehicle will be running inside there. So I guess they will have to do some concrete works or asphalting works to make a roadway for the vehicle. So we don't know what they will do on the inside yet, because we know if they leave it like this, we'll have a lot of erosion when the water runs in that area. So they'll either grass it, concrete it, or asphalt it. Well, we are here at the area where they would have also done some asphalting work yesterday, and if you recall, this spot wasn't done along with the others that were done earlier up. So this part was completed yesterday afternoon, and with all the movement of the trucks moving back and forth to this area to dump dirt and stone, this piece of road that was recently done, you can see the amount of dirt on it right now because of the rain we had yesterday and early this morning. You are seeing this piece of road as if it was there a good while now, but this is just to show you the road that was done. The area here, this road was closed off yesterday to facilitate the asphalting of this area, and now you see it has been done. So the entire road coming in from the Monk Oak area just below the building marked Club Casablanca right over to the sugar mill area just north of where we have the stone crushing plant, that roadway has been completed. The only thing left to be done to it actually is to put in the slipper drainage, and that is being done as I speak with you. It is being done more at the back of the stone crushing plant area. There is where the guys are now working. So the entire area, no doubt, will have the slipper drain going, but this is just a secondary matter. The fact remains that the road is now there, and vehicles traveling to Warako can now use this piece of road as they have been doing for the longest while, with the exception of yesterday when they were, as you can see right now, there's a vehicle making its way to the Warako area. And all here we have part of the Fort Hill. All those stones you see there, these are stones that have been crushed by the stone crushing plant. These are base stones. Stones like these are being placed like where we have the roadway like this, or where you're going to put concrete works. This is the stone that they use now. They are using here as a storage area because now that they have to move the belt from the area of the runway side, they have to find somewhere else to store, and as the mill crushes the stone during the day and night, the stone that are being crushed will have to be moved to somewhere, some storage area, so that they can have the space to crush more stone. They are crushing as much stone as they can because not too long from now the stone crushing plant will have to be dismantled. Now I'm here on the runway, and as you can see, the puppy lights are on. It's supposed to be 4 of them, but from this angle we are only seeing 3 of them. Also the runway edge lights, those from the south down here, they are on. It is just after 1 o'clock, and they are actually doing some testing of the lights. Now sometime this week coming up, probably from Monday thereabout, there is going to be a training session for the electrical workers who will be responsible for the maintenance and the functioning of these lights. The company that from which the lights were bought, somebody from the company is already on the island, and they will be having a training session, and the guys then after that will be able to have the knowledge to maintain and service these lights here at the airport side. So you can see this one, and the lights change the colors when you are in the cockpit. The pilot will see when it is safe. When it is red, it is not safe. I think when it is white, it is safe to land. Now I'm here where they're building the hangar for the Mustic Airways company, and already you see that they would have done some concrete works in the bigger area of the floor for this hangar. They would have done this portion earlier up where they're gonna have offices, and the other side up above, but all they had done was to put down the BRC here in this area on this side, Now, during the couple days gone, they would have done some concrete works on this side of the hangar to start the flooring. After this is done, you're gonna have the rest of this area concreted to have the entire floor space done. And then later on, you're gonna have the erection, you're gonna have the importation of the steel columns, and then they're gonna put them up in position. And maybe by the end of August or thereabout, you should see something new developing here. Meanwhile, the area up there where we have the spacing for the other hangar, and that looks to me like that's gonna occupy 2. That's how it looks to me. I could be wrong, but some works have started there. You see they don't have the profile marking out where they're going to put various aspects of this work here. On the hill up there, I cannot see well from here, but I can tell you that the Rubis guys, the rest of the fuel pipes that will be linking up to those that are down at the south, they are actually working on those pipes from up there, coming off from top the hill down there and connecting just above, below where we have the control tower. They would have already laid some pipes there up to a certain point. So they go.
Hello, this is Flight 111. We are now arriving at Argyle International Airport.
Jah deliver us from the pain and sorrows. Whenever we travel, it's so much trouble. They push me here, they push me there. They treating us so unfair.
Workmen are busy here at the site. We have a concrete pump pumping concrete in this area where they're doing some casting here, and which probably will be a parking lot. I'm not quite sure. And this is the area west of where we have the wheelchair ramp on the inside. Meanwhile, we have the guys busily working here on this blocks wall, which I believe will be the enclosed area for some of the vehicles that will be servicing, doing the servicing work here, the airport equipment. I believe that this will be the garage area. I am not quite sure, but this wall here is being built, and as you can see, we have one down at the far distance down on the eastern side of this wheelchair ramp, and now the guys are doing the casting of the foundation of the ground area here, where most likely might have some parking here. So this is what we have happening here today, Saturday, the 16th day of July 2016. Every man to his own order. Carpenters are putting up the boxing in preparation for concrete works. No doubt that probably will be done this afternoon. At the rate at which they are working, it looks very much like that, because we have concrete works taking place here. So it would make sense if they can also do that piece of work as well, instead of having to come back another day. While we have in the area where those concrete crown has been put on the blocks already, in the same area, the guys are now going higher with the blocks work, as would have been done down there on the eastern side. Now you remember Saturday when I came here, I show you they had stones, about 2 truckloads of stones down here, and this area was cut, and I told you that it looks as though they're going to do some sort of work here. Now I have learned that it would have been asphalted, and this comes as a part of the shoulder area of this taxiway, and this is the Alpha Taxiway, running all the way from this area, going right back down to the south, just below the bank of the control tower. And all here where they would have asphalted now links with just the drainage, the slabs for the drain passing in the center there. We have this piece of work going all the way back up to the end out there now. So soon you will very well find some lights coming somewhere on this area to indicate to the aircraft how far they should go. And it looks as though similar work like this will be done at the bottom as well. Meanwhile, we have the dirt and this area of the hill, very soft dirt. We have truckloads after truckloads being moved somewhere down to the area where we have the foothill, as the equipment, the bulldozer pushes away the dirt. You see how easy it is to get this dirt, because this area, unlike the center of this hill, this area is very soft, just dirt, hardly any stone, and you see how fast the work is being done here as the trucks are being loaded by the equipment here. The bulldozer pushes away the dirt, the embankment is brought down to the level, and very soon we're going to have the continuation of the fencing work taking place here. We see where the fencing would have stopped there and waiting for the preparation work in this area so that the fencing can continue going up to the north and thus enclosing this area here of the airport site. Last week Saturday, while here on my regular weekend visit, they were doing the asphalting of this section of the runway. They had about 5 lanes to do and were planning to complete all of them on that same afternoon. But unfortunately, at around 2:45 or thereabout, when they were 3/4 ways into the fourth and second to last lane, the rains came, and as a result of that they had to close off the work for the day. But during this week, I'm not too sure exactly which day, because some of the days we had rain on Sunday, and I think we had rain on Tuesday as well. But when I visit here on Wednesday this week, I was greeted with the pleasant surprise that this piece of work was done during those days, one of those days that when the rain did not come. So now I can happily say to you that the entire runway, that is 100% of the runway itself, has now been completed. Both first and second layer of the asphalting work on the runway has been done. Now what is left to be done though is the shoulder area of the runway itself, which is this area on which I am at right now. They would have sprayed with the asphalt oil, some of it just further down, and this area, and this is the area that was not done with the second layer. From here going back to the north, they have left to asphalt. Now as I stand here and I speak with you, looking back to the north, I can also see the lights up there on the end of the runway. They are on. But to let you know about the update here on the shoulder area itself, we still have the lights for this section of the runway that has been newly done. We still have the runway edge lights to put in. All the pull boxes are in position, and as soon as this area is asphalted, I believe the guy is going to come in and do the finishing touches with the lighting to complete the full length of the runway regarding the lighting. On the western side of the runway itself also, we have the shoulder area to be done, and not much of it. On the hill up there, the petroglyph hill, the drill is penetrating into the hard rocks there on the hill, and only one of the drill is working. The other one, the yellow one, is down there on my left, somewhere down in the distance down there, and I believe they are trying to fix it now. So it has broken down once more, and only the whitish one we have on the hill working, along with the bulldozer pushing off the rubble from the last blasting over to the bank area so that the trucks can remove the stones later on. But the hill is coming down, and it's just in the middle of the hill really that is the problematic area, because on both ends of the hill we have soft earth. The caterpillars, they are moving that earth so very quickly, and both north and south. So it's the center of the hill we have a slight problem there with the taking down of the hill and those stuffs too. We have 3 aircraft touching down on the Argyle runway at the same time. There they go, taxiing down the runway, and most likely they're going onto the Charlie the Charlie Taxiway, because the airport is actually lighted. The light is on, and you're not seeing them as clearly as you would if it was dark. And all the way down at the bottom down there, I'm seeing the movement. Looks like animal to me, but the lights are on the south, and if I turn around with you and I look towards the north, I can also see the lights on up there as well. Just 2:45, and that is what is happening here. They are testing them, and I'm hoping that they're going to be on tonight. Now you have seen the ramps that were built, and both sides the ramp are actually in now. This one was done sometime this week, and someone when they saw the photograph was questioning the fact about a side rail here to probably prevent the equipment from going over the forklift. That is, now you're seeing the side has gone up, so you don't have to question it anymore. This side has been done, and there is a side in here, so when it rains now all the water will run off from the top there down here. Now the side of this wall, we are not sure, I am not sure exactly what is going to be done, but if you notice inside there we have stone wall, and stone wall is coming all the way most of the base of the building. So it is my belief that to make it uniform, they will also put some stone wall on the side here of this wall, but this is left to be seen. I don't know if they will actually put the stone wall or they will plaster it, but my belief is that the stone wall is going to go anyway. I am here at the roadway, and this will be the roadway to the cargo terminal building and an emergency roadway from the airport. But what I have learned, we now see some works taking place on this roadway, and as you look here, you are seeing steel matting and concrete in it. What I have learned is that they are going to build a wall to separate these roads. There are going to be 2 roads, one on my left here where I'm standing, and another one behind the wall that we have here. How they are going to end up down there, I don't know. But that is what is going to happen here. So they already start to put down the steel that will form the wall for the separation of this roadway. It could be one way in, one way out. I don't know how it's going to work, or if it's two separate roads for two different areas. But I just want to bring you up to date as to what is taking place here. And this road is just passing outside where we have the Rubis station, the fuel station for the Rubis that will be supplying the jet fuel for the aircraft. I am now here on top of the bankside overlooking the cargo and the electrical substation building where the Rubis fuel farm is located. That is just behind me. But while I was on the flat looking up, I actually told you about them putting down the fuel pipes. Now they are linking now the fuel pipes to the tanks that they have already built to link up down in that area where they would have gotten to, where you see the video there, you see where they have gotten to with the laying of the pipes. They are now connecting the rest of these pipes. If you recall, they would have already done the connection of the pipes as far down as to the pump station on the south. So now they are completing this section here to have the full length of the fuel pipe connected. So what will be left afterward is just that area between the stubs bay itself and coming towards where we have the pump station to complete the entire work here in regards to the laying of the pipes. They have to put down the buoys and anchor them down into the sea. You already see them in the yard there earlier up. So as they finish this work, they will continue with that aspect of.
Hello, this is Flight 111. We are now arriving at Argyle International Airport.
Jah deliver us from the pain and sorrows. Whenever we travel, it's so much trouble. They push me here, they push me there. They treating us so unfair. Many times they make we cry. I got to ask the reason why. They use their powers oh so heavy-handedly. I treat them fancies just like we ain't nobody. Opportunity helps them to get ahead of we. But take a good look. We are one regionally. Oh, what a bright and glorious day. Brothers and sisters, yes, it's a bright and glorious day. Mothers and fathers, when the first jet touched down on the Argyle Runway, it's a joy to see. We witness history. Oh, what a bright and glorious day. Brothers and sisters, for the meat to take over, we need more than bread and water. Yes, give us strength to Jaja for us to read the next chapter. Oh, what a bright and glorious day. Hey, hey.
I'm now here at the area of the control tower where they're building the roadway. It has been a while since I visited this area. They had started the drains there, but they have left off to go and do drainage down at the access road. Now the electrical guys are running the conduit. They would have started some conduit running earlier up in the last year, just across the roadway going down to the bank there. And now they are completing the running of the cables and the conduit. This substation you're looking at down here, this will be supplying the the current to the outfield and also to the control tower. In the event that we have a power outage, this will chip in the power here will chip in and continue to light the outfield and the control tower. Whereas we'll have for the lighting of the terminal building, we have electrical substation south of the passenger terminal building up there. That will also chip in and light the terminal building. And I also believe that that same electrical substation near to the passenger terminal building will also power the cargo terminal building. So this is just to give you an idea as to what is taking place here at the area of the control tower. And no doubt in the week coming up, we will be having the laying of the base stone, because the piece of equipment is up there trying to clear the way. And hopefully by next Saturday when I go back, you're going to see all that area with stone. Over there where you see in the white jeep, we have some of the electrician there. They're testing the light. And like I have told you earlier up, that there is going to be some training session with them. The person's company that is responsible for supplying the lights here, someone from that company, I think is from Spain, will be coming in to do some training session with electricians here at the airport site, so that they can have the knowledge of how to deal with these lights.
So heavy-handedly, I treat them fancies just like we ain't nobody. Opportunity helps them to get ahead of we. But take a good look, we are one regionally. Oh, what a bright and glorious day, brothers and sisters. Yes, it's a bright and glorious day, mothers and fathers. When the first jet touched down on the Argyle Runway, it's a joy to see. We witness history. Oh, what a bright and glorious day, brothers and sisters. For the meat to take over, we need food and bread and water. Yes, give us strength to Jaja for us to read the next chapter. Oh, what a bright and glorious day. Hey, hey. To build this nation, we need every help we can. So tremendous task at hand, we need full participation. Time is now to get on board. Let's face what the future holds. Progressively, we can be pushing forward the country, the youths of the nation. Please get your education and build your country. Got to do it willingly, skillfully, intellectually. You can be what you wanna be. Determination is an asset for we. Oh, what a bright and glorious day, brothers and sisters. Yes, it's a bright and glorious day, mothers and fathers. When the first jet touched down on the Argyle Runway, it's a joy to see. We witness history. Oh, what a bright and glorious day, brothers and sisters. For the meat to take over, we need food and bread and water. Yes, give us strength to Jaja for us to read the next chapter. Oh, what a bright and glorious day. Hey, hey. What a bright and glorious day. Oh yeah. What a bright and glorious day. Yeah, yeah. What a bright and glorious day. Oh yeah. What a bright and glorious day. Men with a vision make bad decisions, cause them to buy and sell weed to build their economy. Elementary, they prove to be size no matter, it's certain factor to give we a dollar. They want us to bend over. So much pressure with their economic armor, they make we suffer. Was that any disaster? We like spectators in their oppressive arena. Give thanks to our leaders. They go steady cause for we. Oh, what a bright and glorious day, brothers and sisters. Yes, it's a bright and glorious day, mothers and fathers.
Well, I'm once more here at my favorite spot, and I have made my trip, and actually I'm on my way out, and I've chosen to relax here a while as I observe the movement to and fro of vehicles passing this area, coming in from Stubbs and Lower Down as they move towards Warraku or to get to the other end of the site. Some are using it to as a lookout to get a view of the area, and others are using it to get to Warraku, while there might be others who are using it to get to the other side, at the north side, instead of using the main road. Now, I am here and I'm taking in the view of the Stubbs Bay with Beckway outlined there in the background. It is now 5 minutes to 6, While I was here on the site earlier, I noticed that they were doing some testing of the lights. Well, it is my belief that they probably might be putting on the lights this evening, but it doesn't look as though that is the case, because not too long ago I saw one of the electrician lady making her way out from this side. Now, I believe and have certain information that they were going to do some training of the electrical guys who are going to be responsible for the manning of these lights here on the airfield. So probably that is what it was all about, an introduction to the training. There you see a vehicle just coming from the main road from the Mount Cook Methodist Church, and it's heading around to the Warrico area and probably out on the north side. Just now you're going to see it disappear as it go down on the slope that falls below the level of the runway. So in a while from now you're going to see it emerge back up there on the level area. Good. Now I hope that you enjoy this tour today, Saturday, the 16th of July. And until we meet next week, I am hoping that you have a wonderful weekend. Our next visit, hopefully, will be on Saturday, the 23rd of July 2016. So until such time, do have yourself a blessed weekend.
Jadi lebaran.